So, is YouTube about to pull the plug on monetization for like millions of creators? That's the question that absolutely exploded across the internet after they announced a policy update. It sparked this huge wave of panic, with creators everywhere worried their channels were about to go up in smoke. Okay, let's get into what's really happening.
Yeah, you've probably seen these kinds of panicked headlines everywhere, right? Suggesting this massive crackdown is coming for reaction channels, AI videos, clip compilations, the whole shebang. It sounds like a total apocalypse for a huge part of the platform.
So the big question is it actually time to panic? Or is this just, the internet doing its thing again and blowing things out of proportion? We're going to cut through all that noise and get straight to the facts, using YouTube's own words to figure out what this update is really all about.
All right, so here's the official story. Starting July 15th, 2025, YouTube is updating its guidelines. And the goal? It's all about getting better at spotting content that, honestly, was never supposed to be monetized in the first place. This isn't a bunch of brand new rules. It's more like they're sharpening the ones they already have.
The new buzzword at the center of all this is inauthentic content. But, and this is super important, this isn't a new rule, it's just a new label. Mass-produced and repetitious stuff has been on the monetization naughty list for years. YouTube is just getting more specific about what that means and how they find it.
You know how it is. The first announcement was a little vague, and that created this void where rumors just exploded. So let's do a little myth-busting, shall we? Let's tackle the two biggest fears that have been flying around. This one was huge. I mean, probably the #1 reason people started freaking out. It felt like an entire genre of YouTube content was suddenly on the chopping block. Creators who make a living transforming and commentating on stuff were all asking the same thing. Is my channel toast? But here's the reality, straight from Team YouTube themselves. They're calling it a minor update. And here's the real kicker. Super low-effort, copy-paste content has always been against the rules and considered spam. So if you're actually adding your own meaningful commentary, your own spin, you're probably fine. Okay, fear #2. The robots are coming, and YouTube is going to ban them, right? With so many people using AI for everything, from scripts to voiceovers to visuals, it's a legit concern. Everyone was wondering if this was the end of the AI-powered creator.
Well, not so fast. YouTube's official line is actually the opposite. They're literally saying they welcome AI tools. The big deal isn't that you're using AI, it's how you're using it. Is it a tool to help you tell your unique story, or is it just a machine you're using to pump out soulless content?
So if this isn't about killing reaction channels or banning everyone who uses AI, then who should be nervous? Well, the answer can be summed up in a term that's been floating around: AI slop. Yeah, this is basically the am I in trouble checklist. And you'll see a pattern here pretty quick. It's all about that automated, low-effort stuff. You know the kind of thing. Taking a Reddit post, getting an AI voice to read it over some random gameplay footage. There's no human creativity in it. That's the stuff they're going after.
And let's be clear, this isn't some new war YouTube just declared. This has been going on for a while. Just look at the end of last year. They took down 9.5 million videos. A lot of them for these exact reasons. This update is just them getting a bigger, better tool for the job. Okay, so the big takeaway here is how to make sure you're on the right side of this line and not just surviving, but actually thriving. This isn't about dodging a bullet. It's about leaning into what the YouTube algorithm is really built to reward. First things first, let's get a reality check. YouTube is ridiculously competitive. Get this, only about 12% of videos ever get more than 1,000 views. That's wild, right? So just hitting upload and hoping for the best? That is definitely not going to cut it anymore. This is where we need a little mindset shift. A great way to think about it comes from the strategist Patty Galloway. She says, YouTube isn't just a video hosting site, it's a click and watch platform. Every single time your thumbnail shows up, someone is making a split-second decision.
And that all boils down to 3 really simple but super powerful rules. Rule 1. If they don't click, they can't watch. Your packaging, your title, and thumbnail has to be killer. Rule 2. Respect their time. Once they're in, deliver on your promise. And Rule 3. Make them want more. Give them a reason to click on the next video, and the next.
And here's where you can really see the difference. Low-effort content just reuses clips as is. High-value content transforms them with commentary. Low effort uses a generic robot voice. High value features your unique voice and style. It's the difference between content farming and true content creation. Now, if you want to get a little more strategic, you can think about what's called the CC end fit. The idea is that the absolute best video ideas manage to appeal to 3 different groups all at once: your loyal core fans, your casual viewers who pop in sometimes, and a brand new audience. It's about hitting that perfect sweet spot.
All right, so let's zoom out and put a bow on all of this. Once you get past that initial shock and panic, you can start to see what YouTube is really trying to do here. At the end of the day, this update isn't about restricting genuine creators. It's about cleaning house. It's about sweeping away the low-effort content farms to make more room for the authentic, original, and valuable stuff to rise to the top. It raises the bar for quality, which is ultimately a good thing for everyone, viewers and creators alike.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Instead of seeing this whole thing as a threat, what if we see it as an opportunity? Think about it. In a cleaner, less spammy YouTube, there's more space than ever for high-quality, creative work to get discovered and rewarded. So the real question isn't, am I in trouble? The real question is, how am I going to use this to stand out?